What is up, and welcome to GreaverTV, where we are going live with one of the biggest matches of this Asia Fortress season. That is right, this is the Asia Fortress Cup 6th edition, and we have BAMF versus Kuso Scout. I've got No Mercy with me tonight. How's it going?
Hey. Yeah, looking forward to this. I haven't seen enough Asia Fortress games, and I'm being pretty excited after what I've heard about how insane some of the plays these guys make are.
Yeah, definitely. Not always heavy on the strats, but certainly heavy on the action. We see Natapon going down real early, as is Namada. That's excellent picks real early on for the blue team. They've only lost Z, one of their soldiers, and they've managed to pick up Vax as well. That's the medic down, which means that with Cheerio down, that is going to be a complete wipe for the blue team. I can kind of see why, though. Look at that lineup. No Mercy.
Yeah, that's a pretty familiar lineup for the blue guys. A lot of us Aussies. We've got Snowblind Admiral, HKaz, Z, Juicy Kaboot, no sorry, Fat, which is a hipster, and the land down under. And if I quickly check, that person is on my friend. That is in fact BZ.
Alright. We can see Toki is sniping on last, obviously hoping to catch someone as they push in. Of course, they've only got 23% Uber right now versus 100 on the blue side. This is certainly going to be a difficult point to hold. They've elected to run an engineer and a heavy. Where is the Engie setup? It's down below.
Yeah, blue need to be getting in here pretty quick. They've popped the Uber pretty early and only going to get Natapon, I believe, with the Uber. Sentry doing work. They're getting a double kill. That's Namada. Nice work there by the Japanese team. And yeah, I think that BZ really needs to get out here fast with Admiral. Rather with Z, the primary.
Yeah, and it looks as though they are going to be able to get out. Medic picks up the health pack. Don't think we're going to see a repush, though. They've still got a massive Uber advantage on the blue side. Yeah,
it's a shame. I looked like Kuso really did have an opportunity to counter-attack there, but that's one of the downsides of running a heavy and an Eng. Makes your defense strong, but not a lot you can do on the counter. Looks like he's going to be rebuilding that sentry at just level 1 at the moment, but in essentially a trick spot, which is pretty sweet. As I'm not even sure if what's the blue team's name? BAMF. BAMF know that they have Uber Edge. It looks like they're getting ready to go. This time leading on Fat through the same path. Shame it's not stickied. They're going to get in pretty deep with this Uber on the demo man, but once again the sentry just annihilating Snowblind. Not having a good start.
They're going to lose Cheerio on the point as well, and unfortunately Natapon having to fall onto the point as well. We'll go down.
Medic
Demo's
down.
going to land there. Wow, that was...
Only one player left alive.
Yeah, so they can definitely repush off this if they are quick enough. They've got a soldier and a scout for the retakes along with the medics. They're going to have full times cap. Snowblind should be getting up here any second, so we're going to keep an eye out and see.
Vark managed to hold on to his Uber as well, so 100% Uber advantage is pretty big here because, to be honest, that's kind of the amount of advantage you need to get from second to mid on this map. It's just one of the more difficult pushes, and looks like they're trying to decide if they're going to bother. They're pushing the medic soldier out on the right. That is PNT leading the charge with Vark. I believe Vark's probably the right way to say it. Sorry if it's not. And yeah, they're just bombing in straight into mid here. Pretty early damage on Cheerio though, but PNT will take down Admiral, the secondary, and a nice midi. I think that's Z just decided to suicide himself in there, or Xe.
Good choice by the blue team to fall out and still keep their medic up, obviously, and their demo. They probably knew that they were going to have to lose that point, and of course this means that they now have Uber advantage. If their team comes up quick enough, they might be able to actually repush on mid if they would choose to use this, although I'm not too sure about pushing off the second point. What are your experiences with pushing off the second, even with Uber?
Oh, it's really hard. I mean, they honestly could have almost held mid with Uber disadvantage if they'd done it a little bit tighter. As it happens, they lost 3 people with the push, and they are going to attempt to counter push here. It shouldn't be too difficult for Kuso to just sort of back off, push attrition, force the early pop. But not a lot of spam coming in. You really just need pipes rolling in there on the medic's face.
Well, yeah, because look, Snowblind going out really early to Token. Fat's going to be under
getting caught on the flank. Yeah, and they've waited too long here, as I was shown. Vark getting his Uber up in time. Pretty devastating counter pop. I don't think the guys over on BAMF were really expecting that. And Hips, Fat, and BZ are going to be lucky to get out of here. Nice timing by Natapon, and
32 health by that medic. Look at that, quickly shooting a crossbow of health into that soldier.
Holy crap. BZ's actually going to get out.
Yeah.
What a wizard.
No scout to chase, I suppose.
Time has been added.
But yeah, so even Ubers for the last hold. This is a positive. And we're still 0-0 on the scoreboard, and we are 5 minutes in.
That's the nature of this map. This is a slow map. If the scoring is only 30 minutes, if I'm right? Because it's Age of Fortress has slightly different rules.
30 minutes and win difference of 5.
With a rule set like that, it's pretty unlikely we're going to get to a difference of 5. It's just a slow map. And that's not to say it's a bad map, though I wouldn't say it's great. Just like a lot of the points, while balanced for attack and defense, just they don't encourage you to go all in. You just really do have to slowly work it, do damage on the outflank.
Interesting that they kind of wanted him through that choke slowly, seeing as Snowblind was sniping over on the left-hand side. Nevertheless, no one's head got taken off, and Zach will go down early. That is one of his scouts. Uber engagement.
Losing Natapon though, no demo.
Yeah. Soldier on the point, but Cheerio, I'm not too sure what he was doing there. And yeah, they're going to be able to re-push from this with ease, I would have thought.
But they kept both their scouts alive. Toki and Namada lived through that push. Taken down now, unfortunately, on the re-push, so I spoke too soon, but
yeah.
It wasn't the worst last push. I mean, they did fail, but you do want to not lose too many bodies. As it happens, though, the re-push there just too strong.
Snowblind. A little bit of miscommunication possibly there, No Mercy, with the medic going a different way to the soldier and the demo and getting cleaned up there. That's quite big right now.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to give up mid. Maybe suicide a player or two. He's still heavy. He's come off from last and just never changed class.
Demo forward by himself. No one there to punish him though. They're all still over on mid, obviously.
I haven't seen Amaral play TF2 in quite a while. Maybe it's because he gets better ping over here.
Why is he in WA? Is he?
Yeah, he's a WA player.
He's on 82. Jeez. Alright, so in comes the push with the heavy and the demo. Sure to be devastating if they can land their shots. Players getting very low, and Vax will go down. Awesome aggression. Exy and Snowblind really turning it up there to get that pick.
It's not common you see a Uber heavy killing a medic.
So Toki probably going to be able to get a 150 on this heavy. That'll slow him down.
They need to focus this heavy, but they're focusing. No. BAMF takes first round.
Indeed they do. So 1-0, and as you were saying, it's a bit of it's just the way Warmfront is. We're 8 minutes in, we're finally seeing the first cap. So we're definitely probably going to see the full half hour on this with a win difference of 5. Just trying to.
Interesting how little impact the demos are having at the moment. Whereas on contrary, it seems to be like HKaz just doing heaps of work, just falling on his rollout. He's going to get a free Natapon. Whoops.
Yeah, Nata unfortunately taking way too much sticky damage. I think a scout may have tickled him at the end. Z has really good positioning on top of House here, as does the rest of his team. It's a shutout. But Vax has managed to get out. Sorry?
Not the best rollout from Kuso. They didn't seem to have a particular path direction in mind. You really should be taking your demo through the right or the middle, not through the left. It's pretty easy to get trapped. Because it looks symmetrical, but it really isn't. Like, the right side is a lot safer on your path, because you have that high ground.
Who reworked this again? I can't remember who did it. I thought it was a competitive play.
Yeah, it's funny, the main reason they reworked it was to take out the rain, but there was a few other tactical changes. It's definitely an improvement on Cold Front, albeit a minor one.
Improvement for my FPS anyway. As you can see, losing a couple of key players early on in this push. Land down under will go down. That being BZ. Took a lot of damage there, and Z is going to get out on 65. Just trying to get a cam on him, see what he's doing. No, he's gone to hide. But he's being seen.
It's pretty hard to hide with a giant pink hat. And I'm not kidding, giant. It's really big. It's like he's got a cylinder of light emanating from his face.
Yeah, Namada backing up from those sticky. Shit. But yeah, so big Uber advantage on the red side.
They should go now.
Yeah, they should.
The player advantage is worth more, I think. It's unfortunate now. It looks like I almost called him Frey because of that Snowblind. It looks like BAMF are in pretty good position to defend this. I would, either just go all in with your Uber here and get the cap, because it
kind of
should be
taking too much
impossible.
damage as they walk in. They kind of like feel their way through the door, take a lot of damage in the chokes before they push quite often.
Oh
But
wow,
this
they
is
actually
really
managed to
good.
hold. That's
Oh, how did they lose? So they managed to lose 2 players, but the damage numbers they were getting there were absolutely crazy.
oh my gosh, a back cap. I was gonna say they almost did that perfectly. I really like the way Vars is holding this Uber, like, because he knows. All right, Cheerio managed to get the first early Uber pop. Oh, but Vars drops him, and just frankly, Kuso just doesn't have enough numbers here for to defend this midpoint. They need to get out through this post Uber, even though they Ubered second. It's just not looking good. Nice work, PNT, taking down, I believe that was HKaz, trying to kill this medic. Snowblind here is just going to, as he put it earlier, click on the bad guys and take down PNT.
They've lost a couple of key players there. They managed to pick up Toki, but they haven't got enough players to go pushing on this now anyway. Although it looks like they're going to try.
I think Amaral can bully this if he wants to. It's a 4v4. He's deciding whether he wants to. I think he just looked there and changed his mind. But they could have taken it. I'm not to say they should have, but there was definitely a window if they decided to go for it, per se.
Yeah, absolutely. Yet again, back to that mid though, like I think 5 out of those 6 blue players were in the red, like right in the red.
Yeah,
And,
they got really
that
low.
mid could have gone so different. This is a major difference though, as we see this push take part. This is a big difference though between the mindsets of the players and stuff. We've seen the Asian players tend to be a lot more careful. But as you see, Amaral getting dropped on the way through. And Ubin's not really coming to too much. See the demo trying to escape away from the scout down the side here. Snowblind up on the back of the point.
Yeah, both teams kind of made a mince of that one. It was a really poor initial Uber by BAMF, but unbeknownst, like it's because the combat is backed, but unfortunately the flankers for Kuso kind of got themselves killed trying to make plays that didn't have to. Oh, now they're taking down the med.
Wow,
And a nice pipe onto Snow. So yeah, trading medics there, both through extraordinarily good plays. I would expect that Kuso would take this opportunity just to push. Because even though they're low on health, when there's a no medic fight, just extra bodies has become so much more valuable.
Hard out. We can see the coverage coming in from Fat. He's backing up. That'd be hipster.
Natapon needs a scout with him. Just
was Zach actually in there, or did he just walk in there and kill Nata and back up?
Nata was just chillaxing in the left corridor while kind of everyone else was over on the right, doing his thing reloading, and Zach just walked up and went, "Hey, a demo man, bang bang, you're on 28." He was only on like 50 HP when he was in there. Oh, Fat too good. Takes down Cheerio.
He just left-clicked, right-clicked his way through that. It was good. Oh, wow, and Snowblind picking up PNT and Nabita going down to another sticky from Fat. This is not good for the defense.
Yeah, I know Vark didn't have Uber there, but even without Uber, that's not a good way to hold second point. You need to be, you need to hold the chokes. If you, the back right hold is like in theory, it's like we'll be safer than medic, but in practice, if the team understands that you're doing that, they just walk in for free. You can't stop them. You give them too much high ground.
Absolutely.
So yeah, hold the doors or give up the point, basically.
Alright, watching Nutta's rollout, he's still going with that same one over the left. Better than getting killed over on the over on his left though, I suppose. Like
no, this is good by Nutta.
That's a big. Oh wow, Z for Nutta.
Not the best trade, but wasn't exactly intentional. BAMF are way too caught up in a choke. Their scouts need to get some bread here, or they're just going to get outspammed by Cheerio.
Yeah, if they manage to walk their way out of us, which they're not going to, I would have been surprised. As it just looked like a blue pincer movement, pretty much. PNT trying to go for the desperate pick on the medic. Not going to happen though. And the Vax will go down as well. Natapon's just come up. We're going to see what he's going to do.
He's going to throw his life away if he's not thinking. Yeah, he's just passively walking out to death.
73 health, and Fat walks up and says, "Yo, bro, what is up?"
I think Hipster got a 4 down, a 5 down. Yeah, that looks like a 5 down. That's pretty G. I definitely carrying them on that push.
G as well. So they walked off the point. Damn, they have an advantage right now. Whoa, Fat walking out in front of Toki. Lucky he could not find what he was looking for. Jesus.
They've got 6 up for the push, and they've got the classes they want. Admiral isn't there yet as well, so they've kind of rushed this. I wouldn't be surprised for them to... Wow, that's a lot of cap percentage.
Yeah, that's huge.
They have, like, unfortunately, Kuso just have to dedicate a person to standing on it, yeah.
Yeah, and that's another inherent issue with Warmfront. Everyone stacks up behind the point. You see it happen all the time, and you get a scout like that just walk off. That's one of the reasons why an engineer can be good, that pesky little sentry gun, but...
Yeah, it was actually one of the big changes between the original versions of the map. They realized that Last was just such a poo bag to push that they made the cap injurable so that as a balancing mechanism.
Nada yet again getting pretty low, however he's in a better position this with players anyway. We see the soldier jumping over.
What is this? What?
Is this
there's
this
aggressive and then oh man.
I think he's just enjoying boost jumping over the top. I think he's like, yeah, I can do that jump. But,
use the boost to get through, is it?
PNT to get medic. PNT cannot get medic. 43 health, not even close.
Whoops. I don't know how BZ managed to live that. It looked like he buffed himself, the amount of damage he should have taken. Hipster already moving forward, but no pain train. Tisk tisk. Not that it'll matter, of course.
The cap.
It's amazing how these rounds have been going faster. I mean, that's 3-0 here, and I hate to say it, but that's almost doom death like on this map. Like 3 rounds is a lot.
And the funny thing is, it's only 3 rounds. It feels like we've just watched like 10 rounds. Yeah. It
hasn't felt like a stomping. It's felt pretty close. It's just, I don't know. Every time Toki, Kuso get an advantage, they don't seem to be able to capitalize. They're always just doing good defenses instead of actually doing good pushes.
Yeah. Oh, and the medic's gonna get bounced. This is scout on the point. And that's all over. So that's gonna be 4-0. One more cap by the blue team.
Look at how big Snow and HKs are going there. Just
wow, yeah, look at those points. 37 and 36 respectively. Snowblind can't keep up with Zach. And I'm assuming that all of the Australian players here obviously are WA.
Yeah, based on those pings, it'd have to be, and I believe they are as well. Anyway, wow. A lot of damage there. A full left commitment on the rollout, straight into Fat's face, and he kind of dies but gets punished as a result.
Oh, the medic. Poor Vex. Not too sure why he didn't run away there. I thought his player was pretty much... they pretty much made the coffin, but yeah.
There wasn't any point to run there. It's all in or... yeah.
Suicide bind almost.
No tears, only dreams now.
Anyway, this isn't the softest of rustlings to continue using that. But we're going to have a look. Toki again on Sniper. Obviously just hoping for the MLG pick on the medic. He's worked out they've come through left just about every time though, so he's got that...
so it's sticky trapped, right, isn't it? For the 5th time, sticky trapper. Oh, not happy.
Not at all, and Soldier on the point, he's just going to blast them off and cap it up. Oh, can you feel the rape tonight?
Yeah, well, BAMF definitely got stronger as the rounds went, and the lack of sentry on those last points was probably a deciding factor. Not to say that they just should have flat had one, but in the early rounds where they were holding it, the sentry was doing overtime, and the absence of that surprise factor just seemed enough to not be able to overwhelm them.
Just look at those points on those two, man. Like, the actual coverage of points across the blue team is, pretty just respective of the game we just won.
That's a really healthy. That's like a really healthy point distribution, to be honest. Like, a good team would usually expect their scouts to be around the top, just as good scouts will be at the top. But like a primary and a demo really close behind, and a secondary not around in trash zone, but always at the bottom. That's like indicative of a really well balanced team.
And we are going to be waiting 90 seconds for the STV to catch up, so as usual, we put our VODs on YouTube for those of you who are unfortunate enough not to be able to be here live. So we're going to do the lead out on this cast, and then we'll continue to talk shit, and then we'll be on over to the second map, which I think might be Granary. I'm not entirely sure. Could be Viaduct. We'll soon see. But yes, this is GreaverTV. You can catch us on Twitter, Twitch, Steam, YouTube, and something else that I've forgotten, all the big social media, all GreaverTV. And if you jump in our Steam community, you can request cast directly. And yeah, we cast live and STV just hit us up. So yeah, we're going to head on over to the second map, and if you're watching this on YouTube, have a good day.